Yo, so a couple of weeks ago, I made a video about this YouTuber who was lying to his fans. He was making videos like drinking a bunch of water with like just a toothpick. He also made another video where he was drinking a bunch of water with like a fork. These videos seemed really impossible to me. Like there was no way that this guy was drinking this much water with just a toothpick. It didn't make any sense. Everybody in the comment section of his videos were saying like, oh my gosh, you're so crazy. Like, how do you do this, bro? You're so awesome. Everybody was supporting this guy, but I didn't believe him. Turns out his videos were actually fake. I found a bunch of proof that showed that he was actually lying and faking these videos, and it was so crazy. But guess what? I found another YouTuber named Wally. Apparently this guy right here does the same exact thing. Like, look at this, 100 liters of popcorn versus one guy. Apparently he's gonna eat all of this popcorn. In this video right here, it says 100 liters of iced tea versus a fork. So he's gonna be drinking all of that iced tea with a fork? I don't believe it. Let's try to figure out if this guy's lying or if he's actually doing this. Let's watch his first ever video. It says 100 liters of popcorn versus one guy. So he's gonna be eating all of this popcorn. Okay. Okay, so he's doing pretty much the same thing as the other guy. He's showing a sped up version of him eating all the popcorn. I don't know why, but I feel like this popcorn looks fake. It looks like a wallpaper, you know what I mean? Like that does not look like real popcorn, but let's just keep watching. Let's see if we can tell if this is real or fake. He says he's 2 hours in to eating the popcorn now. Okay, and he's only eaten this much. That seems kind of realistic. Now he's been eating for 6 hours. Okay, pretty realistic. Okay, wow, that just took a big jump. What he's doing is he's showing himself like eating it, but then he's cutting the video and then there's a bunch less popcorn. There's so much less popcorn. Like every time he cuts the video, there's just a bunch less popcorn. At the end of the video, he's like, oh my god, oh my god. Like he's acting like it was so crazy. I can't really tell if this is real or fake. I don't know. You know what? Let's go to the comment section and see what people are saying. Somebody named Elijah Banks said, respect for this man. I think people don't realize how hard it is to eat that much popcorn in one sitting. Other people in the comment section are so surprised that he actually did this, so people are believing him. For some reason, I don't believe him, but let's watch another video to see if we can actually find some proof. His next video is very weird. This video says 100 liters of energy drink versus a fork. Apparently this dude filled this whole tank with Monster Energy and he's gonna be drinking it all with a fork? No way. So now he's 2 hours in, apparently. He's just shoving it all in his mouth. Apparently now he's 4 hours in to drinking all of this. Now he's 6 hours in and he's almost about halfway. So 6 hours of drinking liquid with a fork would get you halfway done? I don't believe that. I feel like it'd take a lot longer. Apparently he's 8 hours in to drinking all this Monster Energy with a fork, but I want you to see something. So do you see how when he's drinking it, all of it's pretty much splashing back out of his mouth? Try to look at his mouth. He's literally like opening his mouth and then it looks like it's coming right back out of his mouth. It looks like he's not even drinking it. And then when he finally reaches the end, at the end of the video, he looks like this. He's like, oh, I'm so tired. Something about the way he's acting makes me feel like this is fake. Something I also noticed is by the end of the video, there's a bunch of water droplets on the side of this container. If you look at this side, there's pretty much no water droplets, but if you look over here, there's a ton. Now, the reason there's water droplets is because I think he was getting the thing whenever he paused the video, he was pouring it, because whenever you pour liquid out of something, whenever the liquid comes back, it leaves streaks, you know what I mean? I think it's pretty cringy that at the end of the video, he's like, like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. But the only thing you did was you lifted this thing up, you poured it out, and then you acted like you were drinking, and then you paused the video, and then you poured it out, and then you started acting like you were drinking. People in the comment section are saying, bro, you're gonna have a heart attack, you're gonna have cardiac arrest. Like, some people say you're never gonna sleep again because this is all energy drink, but he didn't even actually drink all this. If you somehow still believe that he actually drank all this energy drink, let me be honest with you. If you actually drank 100 liters of an energy drink over the span of 12 hours, you would probably pass out. You would probably die because that's so much sugar and so much energy. The next video that he posted is a video that says candle versus time. Apparently, he's gonna be watching this candle just melt. What? No way he just sits there the whole time. Apparently, he's been sitting for 2 hours and the candle looks like this. He's still sitting here, okay. Now, apparently, he's been sitting here for 4 hours and the candle looks like this. Now, apparently, he's been sitting here for 6 hours and the candle looks like this. He got super hungry, so he decided to get a burger. And then after 8 hours, the candle's finally over and he's like, oh, Finally, I've been sitting here for 8 hours. Let me explain to you why this is probably fake. Whenever you first watch the video, it seems like he actually did sit there the whole time because he was sitting in the same exact position basically the whole time. Every time it switched from 2 hours to 4 hours to 6 hours, he was pretty much just sitting there in the same position. But here's the thing. I could easily make a video like this. I could literally light a candle and then show myself being right here and just standing right here. And then I could cut the video, go outside, mess around, come back whenever it's a little bit lower, and then record again and stand in the same spot and be like, oh God, it's been 4 hours. That's what he's doing. He's setting his phone up, sitting there and acting like he's reacting to it. Then he's leaving, going and, going on with his day, but keeping the candle there, keeping the candle burning. And then he comes back a couple hours later and he's like, oh, I'm still sitting here, guys. No, you're not. Somebody in the comment section literally called him out. They said, you obviously hit this candle with a butane torch between cuts because that's a 40+ hour candle. I know because I had one. So somebody in the comment section has actually had this same candle before, and they said that this candle doesn't burn in 8 hours. It burns for 40+ hours. So this guy just got exposed. That's crazy. So the past 2 videos we've watched from this guy have pretty much been fake. This next video is definitely fake, bro. 100 liters of cheese balls versus one guy. This dude's gonna be eating all these cheese balls. I doubt it. All right, so he's filling up this tank with cheese balls. He's such a liar. Let me see. Maybe he's gonna prove us wrong. Maybe he's being real. So we can see him just eating all these cheese balls, apparently eating them. I mean, we don't see what he does after the cut, but apparently he's eating all these cheese balls. After about 4 hours, he's halfway done eating all these cheese balls. Okay. And finally, after 10 hours, he finished the last cheese ball and he looks so tired. Now, I can't really find any proof as to how this video's faked. I mean, whenever you watch the video, you can see that the sun is kind of changing. So it does seem like, he's been recording for 10 hours, but that could obviously be faked if he would just like record him eating some cheese balls at like 10 a.m. and then wait until like 3 p.m. and then record more to make people think like, oh, the sun's changing. You know what I mean? We don't actually see what he's doing in between takes. All we see is a sped up version of him just eating all these balls, but we don't see him like putting it in his mouth and then like spitting it out and throwing them away. You know what I mean? We can't really prove that he's actually eating all these things. In his next video, he eats a bunch of marshmallows. I watched through this video. It's pretty much the same thing, just him just shoving marshmallows in his mouth. Nothing really out of the ordinary, but his next video is very weird. The next video he posted is a video that says giant lollipop versus my tongue. Apparently, he's gonna get this giant lollipop and eat the whole thing by licking it. There's no way. This guy is lying. Whenever I first watched this video, it seemed kind of legit. I mean, all he was doing was sitting there and licking this lollipop. I couldn't really find anything that, could prove that this video was fake. But then after I did some hardcore digging, I figured something out. So whenever you watch this video, you normally look at this guy licking this lollipop, right? But I want you to focus on the chair that he's sitting in. So whenever he's 4 hours into licking this lollipop, you can see the chair that he's sitting in right here, right? So the chair is right here. Now, whenever we watch this, he's licking the thing, but watch this chair. Now the chair moved over. You see how the chair moved over whenever the video cut? Watch this again. The chair's right here, and then it moves over, and then it moves over again. And then it moves over again. You can't even see it because it's behind his shirt. Why was his chair moving? If he was honestly sitting there the whole time and licking this and not moving, his chair wouldn't move in between every single cut. Now you might be saying, DJ, maybe he wanted to like adjust himself. That doesn't mean the video's fake. But why doesn't he show himself adjusting himself while licking it? Why does he cut the video and then the chair moves? Cuts the video, then the chair moves. Why does the chair only move whenever he cuts the video? What I think this is I think he cuts the video, then he gets up and he goes and puts the lollipop under like hot water so it would like make the lollipop kind of, go down. And then he gets back in his chair in a different spot and resumes the video. That's why it cuts and the chair's in a different position. This guy is a liar. The next video this dude posted doesn't really make any sense at all. It says 50 liters of rice versus one guy. He's gonna be eating all of this rice. I completely doubt it. This is so fake. And he's only using his hands. Oh my God. I thought he was gonna be using a spoon. Like, that's more believable. There's no way. You expect me to think you're just picking every single piece of rice. Once again, I found something that proves that this video is faked as well. So whenever he starts the video, you can see a reflection in the background. You can see that it looks pretty nice out. It looks like it's, let's say it's about 10 a.m., right? It looks like it's about 10 a.m. in that reflection, right? He starts the video and he's eating and blah, blah, blah. He says he's 2 hours in and outside looks the same. Then whenever he gets 4 hours in, the window still looks the same. 6 hours in, it looks the same. And by the end of the video, when he's 12 hours in to eating all this, it still looks pretty much the same outside. How was it daytime when you started? And then 12 hours later, it was still daytime. Whenever he started the video, it looked pretty bright. Let's just say it was was 9 a.m., right? He started this at 9 a.m. 12 hours later would be 9 p.m. Where do you live where it's bright outside at 9 p.m.? But then after he posted that, he posted his stupidest video ever. 100 liters of strawberries versus one guy. So you're telling me this dude ate all of these strawberries, a freaking box full of strawberries. This whole video looks pretty normal. You can just see him eating the strawberries and then they keep going down and down. But once again, bro, you start the video off and you can see the reflection. It looks like it's about, 1 p.m. But then you say it takes you 12 hours to eat all these strawberries. 12 hours later, from 1 p.m. would be 1 a.m. It's still bright outside when the video ends. How is it still bright after 12 hours? You're not fooling anybody. All you have to do to make these videos seem real is shut your windows. Put some blinds in front of it and maybe we would think it was real. I'm just kidding though. Nobody's gonna think this is real because it's not physically possible to eat this many strawberries in one sitting. If you wanna see me expose that other dude who was making the same type of videos, click this video right there. And if you don't wanna watch that, then leave or click right here to unsubscribe from my stupid channel. Bye.